What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another Dota 1 commentary. Oh my god, can it be true? Yes, it is Dota 1. The game that you all know and love for some part. I don't know if you guys still love it, but we are back in the Philippines, and with me again is ScreenGuardGuy, our exclusive Dota 1 commentator, and I will be taking too many more replays from him because I know he's been dying to get his hands on some of the games that have been released here lately.
Hey man, what's up? Yeah, everybody, if you guys don't know me, I do a lot of Dota 1 stuff, so if you guys are interested in that, please check out my channel.
Yep, youtube.com/ScreenGuardGuy. He is very awesome and does a lot of cool stuff. Yeah.
Thank you
just
so much.
right now I'm just spurting out generic comments because I'm just sort of running out of things to say at this point. But just a couple more Dota 1 things. Picked this game because Dota 2 games were in scarce supply because that bastard Limited stole the Dota 2 games right from underneath my nose. He's a tricky one, let me tell you that, right?
Yeah, sure. I don't do Dota 2, but I'm sure if I did, he'd steal stuff from me.
Yep.
That guy.
We'll unpause right now while I go into the rest of my ramble. So, unpausing in 3, 2, 1. 31, 32, 33, 34. Yeah,
yep,
so...
all good.
Honestly, I think China still plays Dota 1, but the Philippines, GMPGL, I know that they still will have Dota 1, but it's going to be Class A, not the Class S that we are used to, because a lot of the top Filipino teams want to transition to Dota 2 because it is probably more lucrative in the long run, and it's where the future is. And also GEST 2013, the last GEST 2012, which actually isn't going to be 2012, but it'll actually be next month, featuring all the probably international Southeast Asian teams, other than probably like Orange or something like that, is going to happen next month, early February, and then after that it's GST 2013, and that's going to have Dota 1 and Dota 2. So, hey, more games to come in the future, so hopefully you'll be able to have a lot of games then, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you some games then too.
Yep, so should we just get straight into it? Should we talk a little bit about the picks and bans?
Dude, man, why are you so serious?
Well, I mean, Dota. People are here for the Dota. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's actually the only tournaments I know coming up for Dota 1. There've been a few like odd replays of like Reverent Dota tournament, which I just recently casted, which is like a Mongolian sort of tournament. But they're not really big ones. No big name teams. But you know, you still got your huge Pacific Emacs, Ledion Dreams, LedionRAE, as it's in the case in this game. So you know, there's still quite a few cool teams and really cool replays coming up.
Yep, and this is from the Playcybergames, which I think is a monthly tournament. I think this is probably the Class A teams because we're not seeing any replays being released from Ledion Dreams or Pacific Emacs or even Mineski, who I don't know if even they play Dota 1 anymore. But anyway, we'll go into the picks and bans. Twin-Eyed Dragon's still very highly regarded in the Dota 1 scene, even though he's fallen off the face of the earth in the Dota 2 scene. Nyx Assassin, definitely a strong pickup because let me tell you something. Whenever Skywrath gets...
Assassin. It's Nerubian Assassin today.
My god. This is Scourge, and this is Sentinel. Oh my god, I'm gonna get everything wrong. But yeah, Nerubian Assassin in Dota 1. Let me tell you something. When Skywrath Mage eventually gets ported into Dota 2, he's never gonna see play unless Nerubian or Nyx is constantly banned, because Mana Burn just tears through Skywrath Mage and completely new one.
Wait, hang on. Did you say Jakiro is actually no longer picked in Dota 2?
Not really as frequently. He might be like a last pick these days, but really not nearly as frequent.
That seems wrong. The guy has like an AoE 2.2 second stun with like 9-second cooldown. That's broken as a hero. I'm just saying.
It's more like Shadow Demon Keeper of the Light. Ganking supports or just really good long range counter push supports like that stupid Keeper of the Light.
Macro Pyre to counter push. Why not?
Yo, 60 seconds, and you have to be up close. Well, not really that up close. But anyway, gonna see Drow. So, as always, when I bring you a Dota 1 replay these days, we're gonna see heroes that are not yet implemented in the Captain's Mode scene in Dota 2, like Drow and Skywrath Mage. And Drow, interestingly enough, is still making it by. And what do you think about that?
Oh. She gets played in solo mid a lot, which is I find really cool. She seems to be able to handle it just well for a hero that doesn't really have an escape mechanism. Ganking her is a little less easy than you'd think, because once she hits you with those slows, she can start running away. So that's, in a sense, she's got the silence. And, you know, if you're a Drow player with quick fingers, you can so survive in the mid lane. But she does need, of course, until level 6 at least before she starts becoming a real hero. Until then, she's just sort of like a really, really cool range creep that you can sort of use. Once she hits level 6, though, she can be an absolute monster. You can't leave her unchecked. Whoever LedionRAE are going to pick, really, they either have to pick somebody who can counter her in the late game, maybe somebody, I can't even think of off the top of my head who could do that, or they have to try and win in the mid game. So that means picking like some really, really powerful gankers. And I'm seeing Bat Riders being taken off the table. You're seeing Lanaya taken off the table, ironically, by LedionRAE, who are the teams which would most likely want to pick it up. So I don't know what they're going to do, what their strat is, but they're going to have to shut her down if they want to win the game.
Yeah, right now they have the Skywrath Mage, which is probably solo mid. They have their 2 supports in the form of Twin Dragon and Nerubian Assassin. So they're going to need their offlane hero. Undying already banned, so they're probably not going to run an aggressive Charlie. I'm guessing probably defensive Charlie. They're going to pick a Magnetar, most likely for their offlane position. Unless they do an aggressive Charlie and put Skywrath Mage in the safe lane, or Magnus in the safe lane, and Skywrath Mage in the mid lane. It's kind of tricky to say at the moment, but LedionRAE's lineup seems a bit awkward, but meanwhile, LimiBreaker have a triple carry lineup, and Dragon Knight solo mid might not be solo mid like you mentioned. Drow has been seeing a lot of solo mid play in the Filipino scene, so how do you think they're going to put Dragon Knight with an Alchemist backing him up?
Well, actually, in my head, I'm thinking Alchemist off lane because he can sort of deal with it. He can get that gold advantage. He's really more going for the gold as opposed to levels, I guess. And if you put him in the off lane, he'll get both. Definitely Dragon Knight's going to need the support. We started to see him with just like a very, very few regen items, just more mana intensive, sort of sits in a safe lane with a lot of supports, just keeping him alive. In which case they want to pick up a ranged support. Vengeful Spirit is still on the table, I think. Yeah, she is. And I think that one could sort of augment that lineup. I mean, she does have the howl, she does have the stun. You don't really need more carries at this point. You have a Drow, you have a Dragon Knight, you have an Alchemist.
Yeah, they got late game under lock.
Pick up a support, go strong. Maybe somebody even to counter the Magnus. I don't know. Somebody. Okay, it will be a Ogre Magi. Yeah, he's got a stun. I just don't like the fact that he is a melee hero and the lineup that already has. No wait, they already have 2 melee heroes, but that could be fine. It could be cool.
And meanwhile, we have the combination that Terra has Dota 2 for about a month and a half. Magnus and Sven, Cleave, Reverse Polarity. And one thing LedionRAE do have going for them is that their team fight is really magnificent. And I'm a little bit puzzled because Darkseer was not picked or banned. I think Darkseer could have been a pretty strong pickup, but I think how LimiBreaker are going to lane this is Dragon Knight solo mid, going to do an aggressive tri-lane, or Alchemist, Rubik, and Ogre. Or
these are 5 heroes on the Sentinel side, 4 of which have AoE stuns. This is going to be the coolest thing ever if they get to do just one combo.
Yeah, but no Darkseer to help set up. I mean, they have the Magnetar, but
yeah.
You know, you sort of want to have that vacuum in there as well. But still, yeah, if that combination ever goes off, it's going to be essentially a team wipe. But, yeah, looks like the LimiBreaker team are doing aggressive Tron with the Drow rather than Alchemist, so they're going to put Alchemist in the safe lane, Dragon Knight solo mid. And I like this a bit more because I feel like Drow, she needs levels, but she functions very well as a tri-lane hero, better than an Alchemist anyway, because she has range and she has a soul. Meanwhile, Alchemist has stun, but it's not really super reliable.
Very unusual build on the Drow Ranger, just picking up 1 Wraith Band as well as some Tangos. That's not a very regen intensive thing, so...
Well, she has 2 supports that can help pull her regen if she really needs it, I guess.
That's actually what the Dragon Knight does, but the Dragon Knight's sort of more suited to that since he does have that Dragon's Blood. Drow is a very, very squishy hero. I don't know if she could actually... I don't know. It'll be cool. It'll be cool to see.
Well, she does have the backup of a pretty beefy tank who will go in front because he's melee, and she will be an aggressive Tron. But I imagine if Drow goes under too much pressure, they might just do a lane switch after Alchemist gets some levels. But yeah, Magnetar versus Alchemist. Magnus should be pretty okay. Both lanes, I imagine, are going to be pretty solid, but Magnus should have a slight advantage. And Skywrath Mage versus Dragon Knight. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to call it. Both are going to get bottled.
I gotta say Skywrath Mage because I haven't seen him play in such a long time, and I do love Skywrath Mage. Like, he's just one of those cool heroes. He needs a lot of mana. He does need a little bit of advantage, you know, to get going. And I like the fact he's not going to be played as a support, which I've seen him played as for quite a while as. So it's always going to be cool to see him. I wonder if he's going to get Mystic Flare, because that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, of course they'll get Mystic Flare eventually. And dude, his silence is so good. Especially against all this magical damage on the side of the Sentinel. The silence magical amplification thing is so ridiculously powerful. Once Skywrath Mage hits high enough level, then this Drown will be in a huge amount of trouble. Meanwhile, Dragon Knight doesn't really want to leave the lane to gank, so it might be a bit of trouble for the Scourge side if that Skywrath Mage ever decides to gank, but I imagine he'll probably try to stay mid, otherwise Dragon Knight will have the potential to push down his tower.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we're going to be seeing some nice pulling coming in from the Nerubian Assassin. He has picked up Sentry Wards. That's actually more for the counter, I'm going to think, for his own for the Sentry Wards that enemy team is invariably going to plan against him. Once he starts getting that wind walk up, he will want to start ganking. He'll want to get a kill, especially against the Drow. In fact, all these heroes here, except for maybe the Ogre Magi, are fairly squishy, so look out for that once he hits level 6.
That is definitely true. That is definitely true. And interestingly enough, Drow did go for level 1 of True Shot Aura. So that means the lane's going to get pushed a bit harder. And she won't have that Frost Arrow slow to be accessed into. But it will give her a little bit easier time to last it, I suppose. So I guess that is something with Sven right now. It seems to be doing pretty well. Already 8 and 5. And it looks like Jakiro and NA trying to maneuver themselves into position. But really don't want to venture too close. A nice Storm Wall catching 2 heroes. Here comes the Ice Path coming in. But where is NA? Some miscommunication right there, and nice telekinesis as NA actually went for Mana Burn at level 1. Wow, that's why he was in position, because Mana Burn. So, yeah, interesting, but not really too sure. I guess with the
mid lane. Concussive shot. Almost got a kill there on the Dragon Knight, taking a lot of harassment from the tower to do so. Now Dragon Knight's just going to salve up. And, well, Skywrath Mage all out of regen. Gonna have the bottle carried to him.
He's gonna have the bottle shipped right to him, but Dragon Knight is in very, very good pursuit, but unfortunately he doesn't have enough mana to even get that Dragon Tail off. But yeah, Sven with the 4 branches build does have enough mana to cast 2 Stormbolts at level 1, but he is level 3 right now. Ice Path gonna fly in yet again. Does NA finally have impaled? Nice chain stuns. I think that was actually perfectly timed, and looks like Rubik is gonna give up the first blood. Nicely done. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, Dragon Knight taking a lot of harassment. Concussive shot, Mystic. Or what is that spell called?
Arcane Bolt.
Yeah, that's
gonna get a kill with a concussion ball.
Oh, meanwhile, bottom lane, the show has not died down. Looks like Ogre is going to be under a lot of pressure. He ends up dying. And just good enough to win after the Ogre, but I guess because he was in melee range, he's easy to access. Meanwhile, Drow trying to scurry away like her life depended on it, because, let's be frank, it does. Dual Breath going to fly in. Lag is the call by Brown, but Drow is going to die, lag or not. And Pink is going to teleport in, but I think the Sentinel are finally out of mana. And actually, that is a huge teleport. They're not going to get the kill on Sven either, and they switched their mid lane. And that means Skywrath Mage is going to have relative free farm, and Dragon Knight used a bunch of gold for that teleport scroll, and won't have easy access to the mid lane for quite a bit of time, so this could be a huge mistake. Fire Breath not picking up the kill, poor Dragon Knight, I feel for him. And what will Scourge do now, now that the Tron's lost and now the Dragon Knight? Probably going to lose middle lane now.
Man, that is a cool shot. I guess their only hope is to win top lane, and they do have the superior late game, so they've always still got that. It's still early days. I mean, it's only 4 minutes in, but the fact that the Sentinel will have 4 kills and such an item advantage, to me, it's just really, really cool and really, really scary. Rogue Knight forced to walk all the way back. He has bought the Ring of Basilius. He's turned it on. Going to be looking to pressure the tower, I think, a little bit. Liquid Fire, of course, coming in from the Jakiro does slow down towers. Not so sure. They're going to need to win a bit of a fight with the Ice Path, just thrown down for some harass. That 100 magical damage. Boots of Speed, actually, an excited on the Drow. That's cool.
Looks like there might be a rotation to catch Alchemist out of position. Alchemist just turned level 6, but he's taking a bunch of damage. Here comes NA as it gets the impale at the skewer. Managed to hit him at the same time, and Alchemist does end up dying. Nice gank so far by the Sentinel, as they are showing their experience, because we have heard of LedionRAE. Well, we honestly have not heard of LimitBreaker, but I'm sure they'll put up a better fight. Again, their lineup is very late game oriented, and if they can hold out till then, like you said, they do have a good shot at winning this game.
Oh, yes, indeed. I see Magic Wand going to be picked up on the Rogue Knight, using the extra gold. Has such an item advantage over the Drow at the moment, but of course he's sitting there by himself. I'm wondering if they can actually get a go, if they get maybe a nice stun as well as a telekinesis. He is a little far forward.
Oh, Dragon Knight taking a bunch of damage as he actually ran back towards the Skywrath Mage. NA trying to get the swing around. Mystic or Arcane Bolt coming in, gets the kill.
I think that's a concussive shot. Concussive shot.
No, concussive shot is the one that slows. Arcane Bolt is the other thing, I think.
Was that not the one that slowed?
No, that was the long-range spammable nuke.
Oh, man.
To finish up the kill.
Oh.
Yo,
wow,
you're the Dota 1 guy. You're supposed to know this.
These animations are awesome. I haven't seen a Skywrath Mage game in a very long time. That's my excuse.
To be fair, you were out of the country for like 10 years.
I was in your country, actually.
You were. How come you didn't visit?
Where are you in Boston? Where did you go?
Yeah, Boston.
Where'd
you go? Did you go to LA? You should have visited Lumi.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were going to meet up, but I just like we never exchanged details.
Lumi's too lame. As a gank is gonna come in the mid lane, the silence, the arcane shot, the concussive bolt, all gonna fly in, but NA does end up paying for it with his life, but I think that's an okay trade because Skywrath Mage did pick up the kill as Skywrath Mage is level 8. Meanwhile on the bottom lane, more havoc is breaking loose as the Scourge are getting completely decimated. Can they kill the Jakiro? As Drought's doing a lot of damage, looks like Sven is probably out of mana. He's very low HP, doesn't want to turn around, doesn't want to have to pop the magic one if he really has to. As Drow Ranger gonna get the last hit, telekinesis is gonna fly, no Ice Path gonna come in again, and the Stormhammer gonna fly in, gonna pick up the kill on Drow. Did Drow actually put points to the Frost Arrow? I'm not too sure. Jakiro gonna sacrifice his life. Can NA pick up a rebuttal kill? Rubik trying to escape, but can he escape? That is the question. I'm not too sure. He might just be able to escape. He will do so, but so far the Sentinel seems to have the Scourge's number as me on the top lane. Shockwave cleaning up the Alchemist, and Sentinel running with in the early game so far.
It's one thing to lose 1 or 2 lanes, even if you have the better late game, but to lose every lane, I really don't know what Scourge are going to do at this point. This is, like, all you have on your Dragon Knight is a magic stick, no boots. Top lane is going to get pressured, it is going to get pushed. You have Shockwave, which is a very, very strong pushing spell. You've got the Cleave if you need it. Mid lane, Drow is not farming well at all. She's going to be going for Power Tread. Has not even picked that up by the 7-minute mark. I think she's died like 3 times now. Let me just check out stats here. 0-2-1. That is... I really have no idea what the Scourge are going to do at this point. Stun going to go off on the Magnus. Ooh, he's sitting inside that acid. Is he going to take some more damage?
Fire Breath whiffed! The Fire Breath whiffed! As Skewer, can Magnus escape? Does he have RP up? No, he's out of mana.
Anyone fight in this place before? It is the hero picking section, and he's just going to die right here and right now. But he's managed to make them waste a lot of time and taken a good chunk out of Alchemist's health to do so. So that was a...
Oh, Skywrath Mage? Avenge me!
Everywhere. Is he actually going to get a kill? Yes, he almost will be because of the telekinesis. Nice go by Rubik, managing to stop that right then and there. But of course, Dragon Knight did Dragon Knight fall that engage? I believe so. And ooh, that long arcane bolt going to go in for the Rubik. Now Ice Path coming in, going to be cleaning up, going to get that 1 kill, and the hasted Jakiro running off into the distance. Happy with that. 12-3 is the score. Sentinel deeply, deeply in favor. Level 5.
Bottom lane, God Strength is popped, as well as the Stormhammer. Drow cannot run, cannot hide, because Sven is all up in your grill. Ogre not even attempting his stun, because the casted animation would have been just too long. Decide just to save the mana. Meanwhile, at the top lane, Rubik can't even escape from the hasted Jakiro, whose haste rune did wear off. Can he send the Jakiro back? But the arcane bolt gonna fly in, gonna pick up the kill. Skywrath Mage putting in so much work, and now we are starting to see why he's so highly regarded. Can definitely gank very capably, because he does get a lot of mana very, very quickly as he gets the silence off on Dragon Knight yet again. Gonna turn back around, Jakiro gonna reinforce. Can they pick up the Dragon Knight yet again? If they do so, it will be very, very difficult for the Dragon Knight to come back. Gonna get Ice Path, as it looks like Skywrath Mage is gonna kite Dragon Knight, but unfortunately decides to think better of it and do give the exchange.
Man, this is actually turning out to be very, very one-sided. I don't know, just for a team that has so much late game, has so much potential. And the thing is that it hasn't even come to a team fight yet, which I do believe the Sentinel does have the advantage in. I mean, they do have that really, really killer, potentially killer combo. I don't think I've seen Burst Polarity used yet. It looks like Alchemist decided to pick up a bottle. Slightly unusual. Guess he just needs the mana, just the regen. And I think they're going to be going, hoping to catch somebody out. Is this it? Where's the stuns? Where's the stuns? No, he's just going to have to run back, in fact.
Oh, Skewer gonna come in! Oh. Reverse! Rubik gonna get the telekinesis, but Ice Path is gonna catch all 3 heroes. Nicely done by Jakiro. Looks like the Fire Break, or whatever the spell is called. God, I can't even remember Orgu's spell. Fire Blast gonna come in, and Alchemist does pick up the kill, but just comment on something. I really dislike this Alchemist bottle choice.
A lot of trouble. That Silence gonna, just gonna get picked off. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't see that kill as bottom lane. Oh my god, chaos happening all over. Sven does not care. Gonna sacrifice his life to kill a Drow. Will he even sacrifice his life? He will escape just by this hair on his chinny chin. Wow, this Sven. Drow.
Too strong, Sven. Best hero of all time.
Dude, he doesn't.
That's it.
He doesn't care ever. But just to sort of comment on a bit of strategical decisions, I really dislike the Alchemist bottle choice, because, I mean, he gets enough mana regen from his ultimate, and he doesn't really need the mana regen after a certain point. He gets enough health regen as Drow trying to come back in, but unfortunately can't really do anything. And I feel like a lot of pressure is on the Alchemist because he seems the only one who can probably flash farm fast enough. As you can see, there's a huge engagement happening on the top lane. Alchemist charging his stun. Will he stun himself? He will stun it. What happened to his stun?
He stunned himself, but AoE? I don't know. Wait, was it only like a mini stun? I think so.
No, but Alchemist has the Shadow Amulet.
But just dies to Dual Breath. Oh, that is a sad, sad choice.
19-4, and I don't know if it's gonna get any better for the Scourge, because
they're only a tower. You know, that's saying something.
Yeah.
Mid lane's gonna get pressured. Dragon Knight may actually even take it down. It is being glyphed at the moment. Nobody's really in position to stop it. Well, the Sven is. I'm not sure if he wants to go toe to toe with the Dragon Knight, but hey, possible. Dragon Knight without power treads. Oh.
Yeah, it's hard to see Dragon Knight ever being overwhelmed this hard in a Filipino game, but it is happening right now. Is Rubik gonna get impaled right to the ground? Ice Path gonna fly in. It looks like the Fire Blast gonna stun the Jakiro for a little bit, and Rubik is gonna end up dying. Meanwhile, Sven doing what Sven does best.
Mid lane. Oh, mid lane stun gonna be going off on the Skywrath Mage. Dragon Knight's looking so low. He's just like one spell away from death. Gonna be bottling up, I want to say, but he has no time. He has no time. Where's the Mystic? Anything, really. Oh, another stun. Is he actually gonna get this kill? Poison damage? No, unfortunately not. I think that was an Arcane Bolt that took him off. And yeah, well, tower for a kill, 22-4.
Well, I mean, one thing that is going Scourge's way is that they have a tower advantage, and that's the only thing that's going their way.
I'm actually really, really interested. How did they even get this? I'm pretty sure Rogue Knight has had practically free farm for the entire time. Well, I mean, the heroes have been coming to his lane, but they've been dying, so they've just been pretty much feeding him. I really don't know how he managed to lose a tower, actually, in that engage. I was not watching.
Well, the creeps from the range creep from the Drow Aura probably push very hard, but I'm not too sure myself. As we'll see if Scourge can manage to get themselves back in the game. I feel like a lot of pressure is going on this Alchemist, because again, he's the only one who can really flash farm and get a lot of gold very, very quickly. As Magnus Gunroman with the very, very low HP does have that Lothar's Edge up, as NA gonna rotate in, and here comes the Ice Path. Dual Breath gonna be cast before the Ice Path. Looks like Alchemist is gonna get the stun off, but what's wrong with the stun? Why isn't it not stunning anybody?
It is stunning. It's between AoE stun, but he just doesn't let it off. I think he's only skilled to level 1 as Dragon Knight dies to another Arcane Bolt at way, way behind his tower. The ability to chase from the Skywrath Mage. Is it not stunning?
I don't know, because, I mean, he is releasing them. And the early engagement, he didn't get it off, but he didn't stun himself, so I don't know.
Drow and Rogue Knight playing a ring around the Rosie's game of jukes, just running around in a circle for like the past 2 minutes. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, what's gonna level 7 Drow to level 10 Sen.
Oh, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. He's going to die.
Drow!
Silence! Nicely done. Nicely done. He's
the cleave! The cleave is killing the Drow! Oh my god! This turbo gonna get cancelled! Oh, Drow, what are you doing? Go home, Drow.
That was the coolest thing I'd ever seen, but yeah. One thing I do like about the Scourge, what the Scourge are doing right now, is that they are still going forward. They are being very aggressive, and that's the way to win. Like, a lot of teams would try to turtle, I think, and just, try to say, let's get our carries farming. That actually would not work, especially when you're looking at the ganking potential and the initiation potential of the Sentinel lineup. If Magnus decides to get a blink, it's going to be very, very difficult to turtle for this sort of thing. You've got initiations coming in from the Rubian Assassin. It's much better to try and get the kills, as we see.
Oh, level 4 Ogre never stood a chance. As Alchemist is going to come back in, going to stun himself because of Spike Carapace. And NA going to usher the Alchemist away. I don't know if they can kill, but the Fable, Rubik, trying to single-handedly get his team back in the game. Managed to set up 2 consecutive kills, but dagging on Skywrath Mage too good. As Dragon Knight, what is he doing? Trying to get a stun with the help of Alchemist. Can they kill the Skywrath? No, looks like the NA Spiked Carapace too good at slowing down the assault. And the Scourge heroes are prevented from taking that engagement. Meanwhile, Magnus pushing the top tower all the while. So, even when the Scourge managed to get 1 kill, they are losing out in exchange.
And I think it's very, very important to note that those kills, I think, are almost miraculous. Like, they don't have power treads, they don't have boots, they don't have any damage items. Sweet Magnus getting slightly caught out. Where's the damage? There's
Drow wants to do ring around those. Oh, Drow did a nice juke. Can she actually run away? Silence going off as the creeps. No creeps, why betray your master, Sven? Wants to hit the farm rather than hitting the Drow. Drow, can she run away? Scurrying as fast as possible. Does have treads. You can run, but can you hide from the Sven? This Sven gonna go all the way to the base. I think this is probably the right move for Sven because Sven is a badass hero. Oh, Drow! What are you doing, Drow? No! Oh, telekinesis. Oh, NA. NA, why are you such a buzzkill? God. What are you doing? Oh, no. He lets Sven get the kill. And he is going to pay for it with his life as Sentinel might be getting a bit cocky, but it looks like the Scourge don't have detection. And Sven just 2-tank. Can they even kill the Sven? Probably.
I don't know. I don't really even know what he's buying. Whatever he has, he probably has the gold. He's going to die now to the tower. But still, that was a really, really cool engage. It looks like Magnus coming in for some revenge kill. I don't know if he has the damage for it. Is he just going to walk in reverse polarity? Boom, right there, onto 2 heroes. Shockwave plus no skewer. But he's going to get stunned right to the face. A few more right clicks. This is not Elder Dragon form. Here comes Ogre Magi looking for a stun. There's the fireball. There's an impale coming off. Oh, Mana Burn not doing much. Shockwave almost going to get the kill. And that is the end of that.
Meanwhile, top lane, there was such a bit of epic trolling that it was amazing that you can see the lull happening. Because Skywrath Mage initiated on the Alchemist, did Dagon, the magic amplification, and then just sort of walked around the Alchemist for like 4 or 5 seconds, just saying, "You can't touch me," literally. And then he just managed to last hit him because Alchemist couldn't really do anything. So Skywrath Mage getting his troll on, and I respect that. And can he kill the Drow? Courier is gonna spout out the Drow, as Drow gonna get silence, concussive shot, gonna kill the Courier. Can Dragon or Skywrath Mage avenge his Courier comrade? I'm not too sure, as Drow has the Shadow Amulet, and he is going to be safe for now. Concussive shot going to fly in. NA going to come back in as well. Dagon going to finish up the kill. NA going to have the Spike Carapace up, going to get the stun on Rubik. Meanwhile, rotation as Sentinel might be caught out of position. Mana Flare going to come back in, but manages to miss the Rubik just by the tip, as Alchemist going to charge up the stun. Won't be able to hit anybody, going to stun himself, as somehow Angel managed to get a kill. It was the Shockwave picking off the retreating NA, but nice kill by the Dragon Knight, who managed to get a huge amount of gold from that kill, as Sentinel are just toying with the Scourge right now. Just not caring whatsoever, but it might come back to cost him, because keep in mind, every kill that the Scourge gets is a huge boost in terms of experience.
Somehow managing to, yeah. I don't know. Somehow the kills are suddenly 32-9. Had like a 15 kill lead before. And look at Magnus, he's just caught out. But so is the Jakiro, taking a lot of damage. Magnus trying to get a kill on the Ogre Magi. Oh, Skewer just going to miss as he's slowed. No, he's not actually. He's actually going to get a kill on the Ogre Magi, but he's going to pay for it. No, he won't pay for his life. Lothar's Edge is just too OP'd, I guess.
Yep, meanwhile, Skywrath Mage going to get the Mana Flare and the Arcane Bolt, but ends up paying for it with his life, as well as the Courier might die yet again. These Couriers just being besieged as Magnus trying to turn back around, gonna get silenced so he can't get the reverse off. Might have Lothar's Edge up, but he is gonna get chain stunned to death. Get the reverse polarity off, gonna kill Drow. Can he kill the Rubik as well? Gonna get a triple kill, because he does not care, as this game.
Oh my god.
This game.
That was the coolest thing ever. Sven going for Battle Fury. I think that's pretty much it. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, this game, it is. I don't know. This is
Next
a
level
game.
stuff.
This is a game of. This is a game.
Yeah, it is a game. It is a game. Nice observation.
It is a game.
Certainly a game. Certainly
Thank
a
you.
game.
Thank you.
Looks like Lothar's Edge has been picked up on the Alchemist. Level 6 on the Ogre Magi. It's quite a game.
This is a game as I think Sentinel want to do something and try to end it. NA gonna one-shot Dagon's Abound, as Drow can't do anything because she is a Drow. That is level 9 compared to, I mean, the lowest level on the Sentinel is Jakiro, who's level 10, and only being outclassed by the Alchemist and the Dragon Knight on the side of the Scourge.
Hey, those are strong heroes. Mystic Flare, gonna get a kill with a Dagon on that Drow, but he's gonna pay for it with his life. He's gonna get stunned. He's gonna take a lot of damage, but not enough apparently. We see Dragon Knight coming in. He has skilled at level 2 of the Elder Dragon form. He wants to fight Cleave with Cleave, but there's nothing he can do at this point.
Dragon Knight going for the standard like 80-minute Midas. So, you know, they got the ultra late game. They got it in the bag.
Okay. Oh my goodness, they're gonna go for another kill. There's a stun coming off, but there's too many heroes. There's gonna be the teleport. I mean, sorry, the telekinesis. Gonna get a nice AoE stun. Is he actually gonna go down? Thanks to that dual breath. Dagon doing so much work. He has no escape mechanism at this point. And impaled, yeah, we're just gonna finish him with the right click. As we see another impaled, just gonna be saved for 2 heroes. Ice Path gonna block everybody off. He's gonna stun himself right in the face. There we go.
Oh,
as well
Mystic Flare and the Dagon.
Oh. Macropyre just for good measure, because why not? Just why not?
Sentinel are just toying with the Scourge. I wonder how the Scourge feel right now. They're just like getting completely toyed with as Magnus gonna charge in, has Mask of Madness, Battle Fury, Lothar's Edge. And looks like Sentinel wanna actually end the game. So good for the Sentinel.
Yeah,
nope.
There's no real point, I think, in playing anymore. I mean, I really don't even know where the Scourge really went wrong. I guess dropping that first one.
The picks in their lanes and their early game and their mid game.
I think their picks were okay. I mean, they picked up a Drow who's like OP. I guess it's because they didn't pick up a Sven. Well, really, I guess.
No, I think it was their mid lane. Their mid lane really lost really hard.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, when the teleport came in and they lost that, essentially losing 2 lanes at once, feeding another kill, it was. I guess that's the way, and then just sort of spiraled out of control. Good job, really, from the Sentinel, just at capitalizing on that. But then they're going to drop their Magnus. Is he going to buy back? Okay, no, he's not. I was pretty sure he had a buyback. But okay.
Yep,
I mean,
so the game going to continue, as Alchemist has his Lothar's Edge now. He's had that for a while. Ogre, actually above level 4, level 8, so he doubled in levels, as NA is on the prowl. Going to wait for that Alchemist Chemical Rage to wear off, as Jakiro just gonna walk right by the Alchemist, and Alchemist gonna pay for it with his life. Oh, multicast on the NA. Can NA survive? NA ends up dying, as the telekinesis is not enough. Macropyre gonna fly back in. Dagon gonna fly back in by Skywrath Mage yet again.
I just can't stop laughing at this Hand of Midas. Every single time I see it, I sort of chuckle to myself, because there are so many better items you could have bought with 1900 gold, I think.
Especially 18 minutes in the game.
I think even like the Mask of Madness would have been nicer, just because you really need the damage at this point. The plus 30 attack speed doesn't really cut it for the Dragon Knight, but I guess he's really behind in levels. He sort of feels he needs the EXP, I guess, more than the gold.
Yeah, I guess that could be a possibility. As Fable gonna fly back in, drag Skywrath Mage by himself, gonna usher away the entire Scourge side, as he is manning up and gonna pick up another kill. No, gonna be unable to secure the kill onto the Rubik. Can Skywrath Mage escape? Yes, as Alchemist gonna get Bloodlust, is gonna fly back in. Gonna get a huge stun. He's trying to. Oh, I thought he was gonna try to stun himself, as the Spike Carapace is gonna get stunned, and looks like Dragon or the Skywrath Mage is gonna end up falling. And Sentinel might be getting a bit too cocky, only pushing with 2, but here comes Sven and Magnus.
At this point, those two are just an absolute terror. Both have Mask of Madness plus a Battle Fury. You've got a Blink coming in on that Sven, so you can blink in and just throw that a nice AoE stun if he feels like it. Waiting in the wings, waiting to do something, and this has been him farming the entire game, and I want to see him just sort of be an absolute beast, because that would make the game.
Oh, he pops the God Strength. And actually, Jakiro ended up dying. Sven's being stunned in place for a long while because of the Ice Path being stolen. As Magnus does get a reverse off onto the Ogre, they kill the Rubik. Drow trying to put in some work on the Sven. Gonna kill the Sven as Scourge making a comeback on the sloppiness of the Sentinel playing. As Magnus forced to usher away, the Centaur was detecting him for a bit. But Magnus forced to back off and the Rex are still alive.
Somehow, as we see a stun going to go off on the Magnus, he's going to actually go down. Wow, he did not need to run in there. He just decided to against the full health Dragon Knight. I think he felt he was going to get the stuns off, but he did not. A little bit greedy, but I still feel like with a single push, it could be GG. But that was really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
And is Dragon Knight going to buy something? No, he's just going to go do some Ancients.
Dragon Knight's just... He has 851 gold. He is just dirt poor at this point. Looks like he's going to go for his own Lothar's Edge because, hey, why not?
Yeah, 25-minute Lothars.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Nobody's bought Detection so far this entire game. So well, actually, Jakiro does have some Sentry Wards on hand. A Bloodstone has been picked up on the Skywrath Mage, who's sitting at level 16. That could be trouble. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it'll help him get more kills than he already was getting.
Well, I mean, just because he'll let him use all his spells. Like, I think his Mystic Flare is like, what, 1,000 mana? The cost?
I think it's like 800 at level 3. Maybe it's 1,000. It's at least 800 at level 3. And you can see it only has 1600 mana pool. But it has a pretty short cooldown, so he wants to be casting as much as possible, as the Mystic Flare does with it. Was actually like 850 mana, it looked like, or 800. As Orange picks up the kill, Skywrath Mage gonna end up dying to the Drow, who's putting in a lot of damage at the moment. And Nyx, or NA, is gonna die as well. So this Drow trying to get himself back in the game. The power of Drow is gonna try to get the Scourge back into this contest as... Again, Carolina.
She has the 26-minute build you wanted to see at like 15 minutes. This is dual Wraith Bands plus the Lothar's Edge. It gives her great stats, great extra damage. But if the Sentinel ever decided to bunch up, fight it as a team, make it one big push, I still don't feel that the I don't know if you do, or anybody does at this point, but that the Scourge don't really have enough damage to put it out.
Yeah, they still don't really have an answer for Magnus Reverse if he ever manages to get a proper reverse off, because he finally does have Blink Dagger, which he has been missing in his arsenal, and now the Sentinel gonna have the Roshan up, so that is definitely gonna favor the Sentinel greatly in this upcoming agent. They just need to stay together as 5, because they're always going in 2 or 3, and that's gonna give Scourge a couple more unnecessary openings.
I think what they do have going for them is nobody's picked up a BKB yet, and there's so many stuns coming off on either side. It's not that whoever picks up a BKB will be king, but whoever can stun the stunners first, if that makes sense, will be the ones that win the engage. I'm just counting the stuns. I actually don't think the Scourge have enough. Yeah, they don't.
Well, they do have an AoE silence, so that is very, very useful. As, keep in mind, AoE silence does not get reflected by Spiked Carapace because it doesn't do any damage. As, looks like the Dragon Knight gonna initiate, but is gonna be the one initiated on. Nice 3-man reverse, catching a bunch of heroes. And looks like Sven going to town, gonna pick up a triple kill. Meanwhile, Drow gonna get a mega kill herself, but looks like she's gonna be a lot of trouble. She's gonna end up dying as well. And this looks to be the beginning of the end for the Scourge. As 71 kills in 27 minutes, the Sentinel finally gonna take their first Drax.
Yeah, meanwhile, top lane is also being pressured. Unless immediate mass buybacks are imminent, I don't know how they're going to defend this. Here comes the Alchemist. He wants to do something. He's going to be going for the Armlet Mortigan. Doesn't really matter at this point. Oh, the stun right to his face, plus the blink, plus the impale. Going to get the kill. I think Divine Rapier is sort of the only solution right now, and even that's a bit iffy.
Well, I don't know if they can. If they had pooled all their gold together, they still wouldn't be able to afford a Divine.
Maybe a Sacred Relic by that point. I don't know.
Maybe. That might be a bit iffy, as looks like some found farming shenanigans gonna ensue. Sven gonna get stun placed. Keep in mind he still has Aegis. He doesn't care. He's just gonna go into the found because he doesn't care. He's gonna blink out because found does the disable blink dagger, but where is the Aegis?
Died.
He died.
He just popped.
RIP.
Oh, man. And here comes Dragon Knight looking for a kill. Gonna get it on the Sven. He's taking tower damage. Is he gonna get it? Aegis is off. Yes, and he will go down. Paid for it. His hubris or something. And look at Drow. Look at her go. Nice damage. Unfortunately, not able to get the silence off, so he's just gonna run away. Nope, there's a Sentry Ward. Multicast plus dual breath. Are they actually gonna get one more? Yes, they will. Goodbye, Jakiro. But Dragon Knight falls to the Macropyre. Just too strong. Here comes the Magnus. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. No, he's looking for anything. Looking for a Shockwave or Skewer. And he's going to get stunned, actually. There we go. Oh, Alchemist, nice job cleaning up. Just a few more right clicks. You know, just showing that I think they've lost, like, they feel like we can still actually take you guys down.
Yeah, all you have to do is charge into our fountain and fight us one by one, and we could take you down.
Which the Sentinel, seem to be doing. Crystallis has been picked up on the Drow Ranger, thanks to those past few kills. Oh, she's level 16. Okay.
You know, Dragon Knight finished the Lothar's Edge is level 16 or 17, so he has that Frosty Breath, but honestly, he has
a lot of Atos on the twin-headed dragon. Now that is a cool item.
Rod of Atos.
Yes.
Game isn't over until Rod of Atos has been picked up.
And then you know things are getting serious, man. This is like next 80 minutes will be Rod of Atos showing its stuff.
Yep, looks like Sentinel might decide to eventually end this game, but till now, they're going to feed their Skywrath Mage, and Skywrath Mage is going to die. This game is...
That's what you need to see if you're the Sentinel. Now they're at 54 to 25. It's only like a 29
kill lead.
29 kill difference. Before it was like a 30 kill difference, so...
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're making it less of a total gangbang.
Armlet Mortigan, obviously the item that Alchemist so deserves.
Yeah, this item will definitely put the Scourge over the top. I mean, who knows? If Sentinel keeps suiciding in by one, then Scourge can win.
I think even so, like even if that happens, they'd have to do it for like the next 40 minutes in order to really sort of even it out again. Like, because it's not like the Sentinel are just making it all one-sided. They are still getting quite a few kills. They're just sort of like feeding once at a time.
Yeah. As, NA gonna roam
Jakiro's just sits in the woods. He's been sitting there for like 10 minutes doing nothing.
He's just chilling. He's just, you know, flapping his wings.
Give a fuck.
He's just chilling. As NA gonna try to pick up a kill. As everybody and their mother gonna Lothar's out. But NA still on the prowl. Unfortunately, unable to pick up a kill.
Okay, he's just sitting there. I don't know why this is so funny. Okay, he's finally moving. Level 15. Him and the Magnetar. Hyperstone on the Magnus. Courier dies. This is the play-by-play that you guys came to see. The enthusiasm.
This is why nobody wants to cast Dota 1 anymore.
I love Dota 1. This is awesome. I mean, we had like Skywrath Mage, you know? Dying, feeding occasionally.
I love Dota 1 too, but like these are the replays that are being released lately.
Cannon on the Sven. Wow. Wow, I have not seen that in a very long time.
What?
In fact, I've never seen that in a pro game. Breeza. He's going for Breeza.
That's pretty standard on Sven's. If they go carry build. Yeah. Not in Dota 1, because Sven's not picked in Dota 1.
Wow, it's been a while since.
Let me just clarify something. I still like Dota 1, but the quality of games that have been released lately are just not very good. As this is definitely just, well, Dragon Knight trying to go to town on Skywrath Mage, Telekinesis. Silence being casted, Drow trying to do whatever she can, as Sven can't really do anything. Looks like Drow gonna pick up a kill, but the Magnus gonna come in with a beautiful reverse polarity, gonna try to clean up the entire Scourge squad, and almost got a team wipe by himself. Drow is gonna buyback, but honestly, not too much Drow by herself can do. No, another buyback by the Rubik, as they desperately want to keep them alive in the game, as I imagine this is probably like an elimination round of the tournament, so they want to desperately stay in the game. But they are going to lose their top barracks as well.
Okay, I think in that case we can just pretty much call it GG. Item difference is just way too much coming in from the Sentinel side. I don't know, but the Scourge seem eager to fight it out, and I do like to see them fight at this point. Unfortunately, they're just far too underleveled. As we see Drow... Is he going to take down the Rogue Knight? Yes, he will be going down. Magnus left. No. Ice Path doing a great job. Skewer. Magnus doing... Where's the reverse polarity? Just going to get stuck straight to the base.
Oh, Macro Fire doing work. As looks like Magnus going to die to the Drow. No, Ice Path holding the Drow into the place. As Drow, can she escape, has an urn on her, and she's going to die. She used her buyback, so she's going to be dead for a long while. Everybody in this game getting a triple kill on the Sentinel, as even Jakiro able to get one. As Alchemist is going to charge in, charging his stun. Magnus does blink out, nicely done. Going to escape the Wrath of the Scourge for a little bit longer. As 29 Dragon going to buy back. And looks like Sentinel are eager to let this game end.
Yep. Although, as we were saying that, everybody's just sort of sitting around in the base. Oh no, starting to move out. Okay, and they're all dead as well. Anyway, so any final thoughts, comments, concerns, questions? Dual Bracer Dagon level 2 on the Nerubian Assassin. Don't normally upgrade the Dagon, but sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? I mean, they're only up by 32 kills. As Alchemist is going to take a huge amount of damage. And Ogre Gem going to see the NA, but he can't do anything because Spiked Carapace is just going to stun the Ogre Magi in place. And not too sure why Jakiro's pushing bot when they can just probably, you know, kill the throne with reverse.
Armlet has been picked up, yeah, so on the Razzle Dark Brew, so if you guys are wondering, yay.
Yay.
Yay. There's not much else to say really at this point. I really can't even figure out a strategy as we see Nerubian Assassin going in. No, is she going to actually go for the kill? Gem has been picked up. Are they going to be going for a counter kill? They just need a stun. That's all they need. Come on.
Spiked
One stun right there.
Oh, Mystic Flare. Gonna catch at least the Ogre as Drow trying to escape. Looks like NA is gonna forfeit his life in this exchange. Where is Magnus? That's what I'm wondering. As looks like a 3 kills being picked up by the Scourge. As Alchemist trying to face off against Fan man fight, but Sen's being kited all around, and 4 kills being given up by the Sentinel, as they're gonna be dead for a long time. But meanwhile, Jakiro trying to go for the Meg Creeps by himself, as the throne under a lot of pressure. Jakiro does get a tower, gonna back off right now, but still.
We could be seeing some MYM style comebacks. I mean, well, actually, that's the thing. They really don't have the utility items. They don't have enough force staffs. They don't have the BKBs. They don't have the levels simply to, I think, to just hold off against another big push. Tower has gone down on the bottom lane, so at this point, I don't like to call teams out and say that they're GG'd really, really early on. But I think it's fair enough to say that this is...
Well, if Sen will ever get their heads out of their asses, then they can win. But it looks like their heads are going to remain firmly in their asses.
The Scourge are putting up a good fight, and you go out when you want to go out. You don't want to have a really, really bad statistic on you. They are doing quite well, I think, considering how much of a deficit they are in terms of levels, in terms of gold. But it is quite a chasm, I think, to come across. And while I guess it's in the realms of feasibility to come back from this, it is certainly not very likely. That's just all I want to say. Bracer plus Staff of Wizardry on the Alchemist. No idea what he's going for now. Necrobook?
Maybe he's going to go for Force Staff because he said, Scourging utility items.
Oh yeah, that's true. But I mean, on the carry?
I don't know. I think it's probably... It's either Dagon to Troll or probably Necrobook. Or maybe actually Force Staff to initiate while being Lothars'd.
Shivas would be useful at this point. Or a Hex, or... something, really a big tier 4 item. As Dragon Knight tried to go for another kill with Jakiro. Jakiro very tanky at this point. Radavatos, he's got a Blink, he's got a Ghost Scepter, so if you want to come after him with physical damage, you're not going to be doing much. And Vriza picked up, going for the Roche. Do they know?
NA is going to get initiated on. NA is going to die. Where's Dragon Knight as Magnus? I'm going to keep my eyes on him. Magnus does have the Blink Dagger up, do the Scourge, know where Magnus is. Magnus is doing a nice job hiding himself into the trees as Ogre. Looks like all the Scourge are grouped up. They don't know where the Magnus is. Jakiro being sieged upon by these golems as where is Sven? Looks like Alchemist is big and bulky with that Bloodlust on as Sven. Magnus gonna get a huge reverse, getting 4 people in there. And this might be the last hurrah of the Scourge as everybody on the Scourge gonna have dying. No, Lothar's Edge, best time in the game as no reverse. That reverse too big. Nice positioning by the Magnus, always staying out of range. And finally Sentinel just able to secure the deal 20 minutes after the game should have been over. But it is finally over. Polarity,
just too broken as a skill. Definitely they had the follow-up damage to do it. Great.
Nope. SGG, you there? Looks like SGG dropped out just at the end. Yep, he dropped out at just the end, but yeah, this is some Dota 1, and these are the quality replays that have been released lately. This is one of the higher rating replays that have been released lately, so you can understand why I don't really do Dota 1 anymore. But maybe in GEST we'll get a bit more competitive matches, but as usual, thanks for watching, guys. And this is the final score. Please follow ScreenGuardGuy as he tried his best to keep the game somewhat entertaining for you guys. Meanwhile, I was just like, this game is getting very, very stupid very, very quickly. But yeah, thanks for watching. YouTube.com/ScreenGuardGuy. But yep, probably won't see Dota 1 games from me for a while. I'm not too sure. If these are the quality replays that are going to keep getting released, then not looking likely. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.